welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 1-month postpartum update on myself as well as a 1-month update on baby Michael. We are actually 6 weeks postpartum now, but I haven't had time to record that until now. So before I got pregnant, I was 100 pounds and I got all the way up to 176 pounds. I was a big Oompa Loompa. Let's just say that. I am now down to 130 pounds and I have just a little bit more to go. I don't expect myself to get back down to 100 pounds. If I do, that's awesome. If I don't, oh well. I have been walking a lot with baby Michael. We go around the neighborhood here in his little stroller. If anyone ever has said that postpartum is thrilling or exciting, it's not. Postpartum is just not fun at all. I have noticed that my breast milk supply has dropped, so I did actually start up on fenugreek to see if that might help me. In the past week I have noticed that it has helped me a little bit, so I had to start supplementing due to my breast milk dropping, just because it is most important that he gets the nutrients that he needs. And before I even noticed that my breast milk was dropping, he was really fussy, cranky, and I didn't know what was going on. So I decided one day, let's try to see if maybe my milk supply had dropped, and it did, because I started pumping and I noticed that I wasn't pumping that much, which led me to now know that he needed extra food. And ever since then, he has not been as fussy or cranky. I have noticed that my anxiety has returned. I did have anxiety before getting pregnant, and during my pregnancy I really wasn't that bad, but now it looks like it has returned. I have noticed that a lot of people say they get anxiety postpartum, so I'm thinking that it's normal. Of course, I'm going to be bringing it up to my doctor just in case. I have come to the realization that my house will never be clean. I give up. I try to tidy up and organize as much as possible, but then the next day it's just a mess again. So I'm going to stop beating myself over not being able to keep it clean. I am still taking my prenatal vitamins as well as my DHA vitamins. I had to have a C-section, so I'm definitely going to be doing a delivery and labor story, probably either in the next few days or in the next few weeks. But my C-section scar has fully healed. During my pregnancy, I swelled up a ton, and now I pretty much went back to normal. My feet aren't as swollen as they were before, and my hands are back to normal where I could actually wear my rings. So that's very exciting, because during my entire pregnancy I had to wear my rings on my necklace, and that was not fun. The only thing I miss about swelling is my lips were actually fully voluptuous, and now I don't have voluptuous lips anymore. There is nothing cute about postpartum. You're gonna sweat a ton, and the funny thing is for myself is that I actually smell like maple syrup because of the fenugreek. It's really weird. And then also I do want to mention, your breasts are going to leak all the time. If you're breastfeeding on one side, the other side's going to just leak and squirt all over the place. At Michael's 1-month doctor appointment, he actually weighed 11 pounds and I believe it was 14 ounces. He was in the 60th percentile for weight. His head circumference was in the 99th percentile, so he has a really big head. And then his length, Michael's length was, I believe, 23 and a half, and he was in the 98th percentile. So hopefully he'll be tall, because I am only 4'11 and a half, so I'm super short. So if he ends up being tall, that would be amazing. We do a lot of tummy time, as well as I do read to him while he's doing tummy time. That way he can look up at me, and I don't think he understands what I'm saying to him, obviously, but Michael is now scooting across the floor when we put him down on his tummy, so he just starts scooting either forward or backwards. He is obsessed with Mr. Wubbanub. He actually holds Mr. Wubbanub while he's sleeping. Not last night, but the night before, he actually slept throughout the night for at least 6 hours. I actually decided to bring in rock and play into our bedroom to see if maybe that helped him sleep more, because we do have the Halo bassinet and he does not like it. He ends up crying more than he probably should, waking up every hour. So I was like, okay, let's bring in that rock and play and try it out. And it did work to our advantage. And last night he only woke up once, and that was when my husband had to get ready for work, and it was around, I want to say 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I just fed him, and then he knocked right back out. We have been co-sleeping a little bit. In the past week we haven't as much. So for all you mamas that don't co-sleep, you know, everyone has their own different views on that, so I don't want to start a disagreement in comments or anything like that. But we bought a little bassinet that we put right in the middle of my husband and I, and it actually has like walls, but they're mesh walls, so that way in case he rolls over he can still breathe. And we have that right in the middle of the bed, and it is a big plus, especially at night when, because the Halo bassinet's right next to me and it does go down, up and down, but having that little bassinet in the middle is a little bit easier getting him out of the bassinet to be able to feed him. So that's pretty much it on myself and baby Michael. Like I said, will be doing a labor and delivery story. Maybe that will be the next thing I do. If you have any questions or any suggestions on what I should do next, please drop that down in the comment section. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Bye.